So I am starting to dislike cops more and more. And don't get me wrong, the majority of cops are good people, and that the bad ones they just get amplified on the internet, which internet does take small things and just makes them bigger. Like the majority of stuff that you see that's bad on the internet doesn't necessarily happen in real life. Like the stuff that you see, like you see one bad cop and it just makes you angry, and then you're just like, you know what, f it all. But I will say that this video is extremely reactionary, and but after a while you just get tired of seeing these cops get away with things. So I am not the biggest dog lover. I actually prefer cats, but that's besides the point. I'm not really the biggest dog lover, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that I don't, value their life and things. And but to get into the story, there's this cop that shoots a blind, deaf dog because it is wandering around, and the cop tries to get it, and he actually leashes it up, but then he shoots it because he thinks that it has rabies. And if you watch the video, I'm not an expert, but you can tell that it is not a rabid dog. It is not charging at him or anything. And you might be like, well, the dog's obviously not going to charge at him because it's blind. But you got to remember, man, dogs have a strong sense of smell. So it would find him and charge him. The dog is not charging him. The dog is walking away, minding its own business. It's obviously confused as to what's happening to it because it's blind and deaf. But the cop, leashes it up, and then he shoots it. And then when a lady complains about the shooting, he just waves it off. And he's just like, whatever. Now, to me, I just don't like when things like this happen when it doesn't need to. Now, there are certain circumstances where dogs do need to get, handled with. Like I saw a video of these two pit bulls were going like haywire. Like they were going around the neighborhood just attacking people. And there was a man that was getting attacked. And then the cops show up, and then they decide to try to defuse the situation. But the dogs charge at the police officers. And the police officers have no choice but to shoot the dogs. And the owner comes out, and he's sad. But however, it's the owner's fault for having his dogs run wild around the neighborhood attacking people. But this is not the case with this dog. This dog is clearly harmless. It's not hurting anybody. It's minding his own business. And what's crazy to me is that this dog, it's old. It may be a senior. It's blind and it's deaf. It lived this long for some idiotic cop to just shoot it. All because he just feels like it. And guess what? The freaking cop is on paid leave. This is my problem with the police department. They can commit so many crimes and then not get punished for it. They get paid to leave. They don't get fired. They don't get suspended. They go on paid leave. And if I shot, a random dog because I thought it was rabid, even though it's not, but because I thought it was, I would be locked up. I would be in jail. I would get charged for, animal abuse. But no, because it's a cop, gets away scot-free. Doesn't matter. Protected. But yeah, as you can hear, I'm actually really angry. And yeah, that's all I got to say, man.